started K-map, right? Last class we have started K-map. So to simplify any Boolean equation or expression, to simplify any Boolean equation or expression, right? How many methods are available? Tell me. To simplify any Boolean equation or expression, what are the methods available? Boolean algebraic method. Next, K-map or Karnaugh map method. Next, last one, Quinn-Mackey method, right? Or whatever the pronunciation, because we are Indian, everything is right. Right. Now, what are the advantages of this method and disadvantages? That's why we are going to study K-map simplification method. Tell me, what are the advantages of Boolean algebraic method and disadvantages? As it has some disadvantages or drawbacks, that's why we are moving towards K-map method. So tell me, what are the advantages of this method, the Boolean algebraic method? What are the advantages? What are the advantages of this method, Boolean algebraic method? Boolean algebraic method is usable for variables up to 4 or even 5, right? But more than 5, if you use Boolean algebraic method, then it will take more time, right? But the advantages is what? Advantages, it was the disadvantages. Advantages was up to 2 variables or even 3 variables, it will take very less time, right? Now, as we don't know the number of variables in any Boolean equation or expression, or we don't have any control, right? We cannot decide we only require 3 variable equation, or we become very comfortable when we have 4 variable equation. So it is uncontrolled, it is not upon you, right? So for variables 4, 5 or up to 6, we will use K-map simplification. That is what? Up to 6 variable. Literally up to 6 variable, this K-map simplification method becomes very easy, as well as it will take less time, right? Another advantages of this K-map simplification method is what? I already told you, that was the drawbacks of Boolean algebraic method. Bolo kya hai? No, it is already discussed. It's a one, if it's one parameter, another parameter was what? In Boolean algebraic simplification method, for say you are getting final expression for say y equal to abc plus abc1 or even ab in this way. So if you check, this expression can be further simplified. That means if you take common ab from these two terms, then it will be c plus c bar plus ab. That means ab, c plus c bar will be 1. So ab plus ab, that means finally we will get ab. But both are right. This one is in its simplest form, and this one in regular form, right? So that is another problem or another issue related to Boolean algebraic method. That means we can say that the final term we are getting, whether it is AB or in this form, it is not in its simplest form. That is the drawbacks of Boolean algebraic method. That means the final product or final term we are getting after applying Boolean algebra is not in its simplest form or compact form. Clear? But in case of K-map, most of the time, again there will be some option, but most of the time, whatever you are getting from the K-map simplification technique, that is the final term or end product, is in its simplest form, right? But there will be some exceptional cases where you can further use the Boolean algebraic theorems to simplify or to reduce the variables. That means common variables are cancelled out. So there will be some option, some scope. But most of the time you will get the compact one, the simplest one. So that is the main advantage of K-map technique or K-map simplification technique. Up to 6 variable, K-map will be in its full efficiency. More than 6 variable, more than 7 variable you can solve, but it will take much more time as compared to the Queen map. That means basically you can simplify up to n variable using K-map, but as it is a tabular representation of the common variables or min term or max term, so that time you have to make some rules. And while more number of variables will be there, more number of cell number will be there. So obviously you have to compare all these maps. For example, if there are 5 variables in an equation, 5 variables in an equation for the K-map. So how many cells will be there? 2 to the power n, that is 2 to the power 5, that is 32 cells K-map is required. 32 cells means what? 2 16 cell K-map, right? Yes or no? So in 2 16 cell K-map like this, one is 4 by 4, right? If we name it A, B and C, D. Another one is 4 by 4. It is also A, B, C, D, and the fifth variable E. Here it is 0. Here it is 1. Right? So here you can find 0 to 15, and here 16 to 31. Right? So to make adjacent groups, you have to compare both the side, because this part has 0 to 15 and this part has 16 to 31. As a whole, 0 to 31, total 32 cells. That means now things are changing. When more number of variables are present in the equation. Now compare it with 6 variable equation, that means another 2 16 cell K-map is required, and from all the 4 16 cell K-map you have to find the adjacent groups. That means it become what? It become messy. It become problem, right? Because if you check within a K-map, then it will be easy to find the adjacent groups. But if you compare these two one and then make adjacent groups, that time it will take more time as well as more comparison of power, right? So that's why up to 6 variable it is considered you can solve using K-map, but more than 6 variable it will be a issue. Theoretically up to n variable, but practically up to 6 variable. Clear? That's why we will move towards Queen map. It is another technique. I will discuss later. Our main focus is K-map simplification technique or Karnaugh map simplification, because we have to use this technique to simplify any Boolean expression up to 6 variables. Clear? Clear? Whether it is belongs to combinational circuit or sequential circuit. Because in case of sequential circuit, there are some Boolean expression. In case of combinational circuit, you can find Boolean expression. So to simplify the Boolean expressions, you have three options, but the most suitable one will be K because of its nature. Nature is what? It is a tabular representation of midterm and maxterm. While you are dealing with sum of product expression, that means you have to identify the midterms. You have to put the midterms in the K map. Then you have to make groups, and bigger group means what? More number of variables will cancel out. So you will get the compact one. Right? I will explain everything later. Now I am giving an overview about K. Right? So clear? Why we are going to study K map? Because of some advantages and some disadvantages present in the Boolean algebra. Clear? Now I will discuss about the structure of K map. Structure of K map. Structure of K map means what? As K map is a tabular representation, right? As it is a tabular representation of variables. Tabular representation technique for SOP and POS expression. So you have to know the structure of the K map, right? So again, as every K map has relation or related to the number of variables present in the given expression, right? So it has a relation with the variables in the given expression. That's why we will get two variable K map, or it is 4 cell K map. That means when we have two variable in the equation for say y of AB equal to A bar B plus A bar B bar plus A B bar. In this one, if we have this type of expression where variables are two or two variable equation, then how many cell K map is required to simplify that equation? 4 cell K map is required. And why 4 cell? Because for two variable K map there will be 4 cells, right? And 4 cell K map will be looks like this type. We have to mention the variable in row and column and their occurrence either in 0, 1 form, or we can use the variable form in this one. And correspondingly we are getting the cell number, right? So if we write in this way, A on the top and B on the bottom, that means row and column, then this position is 0, that is 0th cell. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So how many cells we are getting? 1, 2, 3, and their numbers are 0 to 3. So it's the representation of structure of two variable K map. Now 3 variable K map. 3 variable K map. That means how many cells will be there in the K map? For 8. 8 cell K map will be there. And equation will be like this: y of A, B, C is A bar, B bar, C bar plus ABC plus A bar, B, C bar. Suppose this is the given equation, we have to simplify this equation with the help of K map. So that time we have to take or use 8 cell K map. And how we are getting 8? Because 8 has a relation with the number of variables present. Number of variables are 3. So 2 to the power n is 3. That's why we are getting 8. Clear? Structure will be like this. Eight cells, right? And on the top you have to mention AB and on the bottom C. We can write AB on the bottom because there are only 2 occurrences. There are 4 occurrences, so AB will be on the top, and their constant value will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. And here C, only one variable, so once it will be 0 and after that it will be 1. Right? And the cell numbers, again you have to count from ABC, right? So it will be 0, it will be 1, it is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. These are the corresponding cell numbers for a 8 cell cable. Till now any doubt? Any confusion? Okay. Now 4 variable given. 4 variable given. So 4 variable given means how many cells will be there in the given? 16. That means it is nothing but 16 cell given. Structure will be like this. And for example, y of A, B, C, D is A bar, B bar, C, D plus A, B, C, D plus A bar, B, C bar, D. In this way, if you have such type of equation or expression where 4 variables are present, then we have to use 16 cell K map, and the 16 cells map will be like this. While AB and CD, that means row and corresponding row and column variables are written in this way. You can change this pattern. That means you can write AB on the bottom. That means you can just switching the row and column. So that time the numbers will be also changed. Right? Let's see. While we are writing AB on the top and CD on the bottom, right? Then 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then the occurrence of cell number will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. You can cross check it, right? How you can cross check? Just simply identify the cell while you want to cross check. So I am taking this one. So for this particular cell, the AB value is 1, 1 and CD value is 1, 1, right? And the sequence of variable is what? First AB, then CD. So 1, 1, 1, 1. Its equivalent decimal is 15. That's why this cell number. Now it will change if you change the position of the variable. That means you are shuffling the variables from row to column and column to row or vice versa. Let's see. Suppose if we write, let's remain it as it is. then what will happen? Let's see. 0 0 0 1 1 1 1. So what will happen? We have to start from here because the first variable is A, then B, then C, then D. So here there will be no change because all are 0. Here AB 0 0, CD 0 1. That means A B C D 0 0 0 1. That is what? Its equivalent decimal 1. That means this position is 1. So shifting are still there. While we are changing their position from row to column, the cell numbers are also shifting towards column to row. That means 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 Clear? In this way also you can represent the variables for a 16 cell table. করা যাবে না এইগুলো তো পরে রিপ্লেস করবো আমরা এই জায়গাটাতে 1 0 কেন লিখছি না 1 এখানে লিখতে পারি that means you are asking sir why we are writing 1 1 before 1 0 that is also a logic. The logic behind writing 1 1 in the third position and 1 0 in the fourth position is what? Because KMF is successful only when you are getting adjacent cells. Because there will be groups, 2 cell group, 4 cell group, 8 cell group, 16 cell group in this way. That means while you are selecting or you have option to take bigger group, maximum variable will automatically cancel out, right? So adjacency is very important. So to make the adjacency or to make the KMF in such a way that the two groups become adjacent if they differ by only one variable. Meaning is clear what I am telling? He asked me, sir, why I am writing 1 1 here? Because naturally we write 0 0 0 1 1 0 then 1 1. But why we are changing the pattern? The reason is if we write 1 0 here and 1 1 here, then these two cells will not become adjacent. Because the condition to become adjacent cell is what? They are differ by only one variable. So let's check whether if we write 1 0 here and 1 1 here, then the variable difference is what? So for these two, for these two cells, for these two columns, here CD value is 0 0 and here 0 1. So they are differ by only one position, that is here C is 0, here C is 0, but D for the first column is 0 and second column 1. So changes is 1. That means these two groups become adjacent groups and two cell group is valid group. So valid groups are what? 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. And if you are not getting such type of bigger groups, then you have to go for single group. That means you can skip any variable in form of minterm or maximum. You have to take single group. But first you have to check whether bigger groups are available in the form of 2 cell, 4 cell, 8 cell, 16 cell or not. So we are assuming the smallest adjacent cell is 2 cell, right? So in that case, this group will be valid if they are differed by only one position. Clear? So here it is justified. They become groups because they are differed by only one position. Let's check these two. 0 0 1 1 0. So C value is 0, D value is 1 for this column or for this particular cell, and here C is 1 and D is 0. So are they differ by one position or two position? এটা আমি লিখেছি 1 0, এটা 0 1. So for this group, for this cell, C value is 0, but here 1, here 1, here 0. That means they are now differ by two positions. That means they can't form any group. Let's check this. Again, C value is 1 here, but here, sorry, C is 1, C is also 1, but D is 0, D is what? 0 and 1. That means they can form groups, but here they can't form groups. Same thing will be applicable here also. It will change the pattern. এইটা কেন let's see here AB on the top, CD on the bottom, particularly this position. What is AB value? 0 0, CD value 1 1. What we are getting? 3. Let's see here. AB value 0 0, CD value 1 0. What is the equivalent? 2. Similarly, here also same pattern will be applicable, right? We have to check the corresponding row and column value, because each particular cell has its own row value and column value, and based on row and column value we are identifying the cell. Now it is clear? Fine. So what I am telling you, why we are not following this regular pattern, that means 0 0 0 1 1 0 then 1 1, because due to the problem that is seen here. What is the problem? Problem is we can't make any adjacent group, particularly for these two positions. If we are following 1 0 in the third position and 1 1 in the fourth position, but if we just change the symmetry, that means 1 1 in the third position and 1 0 in the fourth position, then I hope there will be no problem. Let's see and check whether they are differ by one position or two position. Are you sure? That means they can easily form groups. Now check these two, 0 1 and 1 1. Again they are differ by one position, that means they can also form very groups. Now check 1 1 and 1 0. Again they are differ by one position, that means this is also a value. That's the reason for writing 1 1 in the third position and 1 0 in the fourth position, because our target is what? To use maximum groups of larger. That means where larger groups options are available, if we use them, then variables will be automatically cancelled. For example, if there is no such groups, 2 4 8 16 whatever, there are single groups present, that means like this, single groups present. So for say this particular group, what are the variables you will get? If there is 1 per se, because midterms are represented in 1 and maxterms are 0. So for this group, what you are getting? AB value like A bar, B bar, and CD value C, D bar. Is there any variable cancelled out? No, because option is here. But if you have the option of larger group, or say these two ones are present, then you will opt for two cell group, because they satisfy the condition of becoming larger groups, right? So that time what you are getting, then compare. So for these two cell group, you have now option to compare. So this one has AB value 0 0, this one has AB value 0 1. So which one is common? 0 and 0 is related to A, so it will be A1. For these two one, what is CD value? Both the same, that means C D1. So previously when there was no bigger groups, then we are getting A bar, B bar, C, D bar. Now we have the option to make groups, then we are getting A bar, C, D bars. So which one is the compact one? One less number of variable present. That's why grouping is very important. If you have more number of groups, now we have the option of another bigger group, that is 4 cell group. Let's see what you can find from the bigger group. These are also replaced by 1 when there will be midterms. So these two one has AB value 0, 0. These two one has AB value 0, 1, because always you have to check once row wise and once column wise and once row wise. So what you will get after checking? A bar 0 represent A, right? And in SOP expression, what we are considering these terms as min terms. So uncomplemented variables are 1, complemented variables are 0. So 0 is common, so it will be A bar, right? Now check these two 1 and these two 1. C is common, so now we are getting A bars. Clear? Now there is another big group, 8 cell group, right? All are 1. So then what we will get? So this was for no groups, single cell group. This was for 2 cell group. This was for 3 cell group. Now we are checking. That means 8 cell group, right? Not 3 cell. It was 4 cell. Now 8 cell. What you will get? Tell me. You will get only A bar, right? Why? Because comparison is possible in column wise, but in row wise you can't have the option to compare, because every time you are getting different values of C and D, so it will automatically cancel out. So finally what you are getting? A bar. So for each group we are comparing once row wise and once column wise, and what is common, that will be reflected in the final equation. That's why bigger group is very, very important, right, as compared to the no group or single cell group. You can't left anybody, you have to take single one, but that time there will be no variable cancel out. So that is the beauty of game, right? Clear? Now we will study everything, how to solve, how to take, how to do. So many things are still remaining. That time, that means you are telling about such type of condition. For say 8, 9, 11, 9 and 13 making groups, 15 and 11 making groups, right? So we can't take 2 cell group because we have option to take 4 cell group, right? And for this 4 cell group, no, it will be not like this. There are the one, it is the way it. Yes. Please. পজিশনটা অন্যদিকে হয়ে গেছে, এইদিকে থাকলে সুবিধা, সেটা আবার এইদিকে হয়ে গেছে। let's say 8 there. So now we have such type of group. That means 5 and 7 one group, 5 and 13 another group, and 12 and 13 another group. So there are total 3 two-cell groups, right? So in that case, if you check 12 and 13 already formed groups, right? 5 and 7 already formed groups, and then if you take 5 and 13 as another group, then this group will become your redundant group, means extra group. Why? Because this 13 for the third group already paired with 12. This 5 for the third group already paired with another group. That means there is no remaining midterms present or outside of group. Rather, if you take this one, then ultimately you have to apply Boolean algebra to further simplify, right? And this group is known as redundant group or extra group. Clear?